So this is really a lot of fun. The gold rub and buff works really good. I've done motorhome windows, car windows. I did a Celtic knot rattlesnake on the back of my daughter's car, and I used rub and buff in it, and that was years ago, and it's still in there. It's been through car washes, no problem. Just keeps going. Okay, that's how it works on glass. Fun and easy. Now, we're going to try it on a couple of other mediums. We're going to try it on wood first. Now, I'm going to hold this up for you. This is just a small piece of walnut, which is a good hard wood. I want to use it on a hardwood so you can see how simple and easy it is to do. We showed you a bunch of different projects on the wall there. A lot of them were on walnut, some were on hard maple, Peroba rosa, Aframosa, all hardwoods. This tool is awesome. Okay, so we'll have Shirley go back down there, and what we're going to do is engrave a leaf this time into that hardwood. So we'll stick it on the wood, just like that. Okay, now I've got this number 6 diamond in here, and we have to use a different bit for doing that piece of wood with. So before I take that number 6 diamond out, though, I want to clean the tool off. Now, if the tool is running, you can see it has little exhaust ports down here. And you'll build up some glass dust or whatever you're working on down in this area. If I take the bit out and just pop another bit in there, I might force some of that dust up into the collet. I really don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is turn the tool on wide open, so air is going to be blowing out those exhaust ports. While it's running wide open, I'm going to take this soft toothbrush, turn the tool all around, and brush that off down there. Now I've got rid of all of that dust, so when I go to put the new bit in, I won't shove any of that dust up inside the tool. Okay, so I'm going to pop that bit out. There we go. Got that one out. Now we're going to go to what's called a 699, and this is a really good bit for working in wood. Now when I put this one in, I started in the collet. Now if I just turn this upside down and press down, I might break that bit off right there. So instead of doing that, I'm going to use a pair of hemostats. Now I'm going to grab this bit below the cutting flutes up here at the end, but above that shoulder right there. So I'm going to grab it right there. Now the only thing that the hemostats do is give me a place to rest this thumb and pull the bit straight down. That's how that works. Now if you don't like using hemostats, you can use a pair of needle nose pliers, as long as it's a real small pair. These are like jeweler's needle nose pliers, and you can do the same thing. I can grab that right there, and then I'd have a place to rest my thumb and pull that down. Okay, we've got the bit in. Now we're ready to go. Now when we're outlining on wood, we're going to try to keep it kind of straight up and down. Now again, it doesn't really matter if you pull towards you or go away from you. If you're right-handed, the tool is going to be more aggressive when you're pulling towards you. So if that's more comfortable for you, then that's how you should do it. I'll start down here at the point of this leaf, put the bit in the wood, and then start cutting. Sometimes the hardwoods will smoke. I just saw a little bit of smoke there. And that's totally normal. Okay, I got to stop there because I'm running out of room with my hand. Put it back in. Start engraving. I'm going to cheat off of that line right there a little bit because that stem is kind of narrow. Okay. Now you can see how easy it cuts this hardwood. Okay, there we go. Just that quick, we've got that leaf outlined. Now we're going to put the veins in there, but I don't particularly like the way the artist did those veins, so let's get rid of the applique film first, and then we'll put the veins in. Okay, there you can see that. We have that all outlined. All right, now I'm going to clean my tool off. While it's running, remember it has to be running to do this. Alrighty. Now I'm going to pop that bit out. That was our $6.99. Now we're going to put in a real pointed bit. This one is called a 7611. And you can see it comes down to what looks to be a point. It doesn't come all the way to the point. It's squared off at the end. But we're going to put this bit in and do the veins in that. Okay, just that simple. All right, now we'll start up in here. And we'll just go right on down through here. And get that vein started. Come off of here. Now, I don't know if you were paying any attention, but a lot of times tools will try to follow the grain when you're working. This tool is turning so fast that it doesn't even care about the grain. And that's really nice. Those of you that have ever used any carving tools, power carving tools, you know that that's a huge plus, because like a Dremel or a Fordham, they want to constantly go with the grain, and you have to fight them all the time. They bounce and pull, and these little tools will never do that. Okay. Now we pulled up a little bit of fuzz on there, so I'm just going to take my finger and go like that, and there you have it. That's how simple it is to do an oak leaf in a piece of hardwood. I'll turn that up a little bit for you. There you go. That's how simple it is. Now, if we were to take some other bits and remove the wood around the outside of this leaf, that would make that leaf pop up out of the wood. And then we could actually do carving on the leaf to give it some shape. Because of time right here, we're not going to do that. But we do have some DVDs out that show you how to do that. And you saw on the wall that you can do any kind of carving that you want to do. Okay, there we go. We've got glass done, we've got wood done, and now we're going to show you something that's really fun to work on. A lot of people think, well, I would never want to work on a goose egg, but let me tell you, it's really fun, and it's worth a try to work on it to see what it feels like. So let me grab a goose egg here, and I'll show you this egg. Now, this one's already got some carving done on it. We've got some flowers on there that we've been working on. And up here at the top is some freehand, where we just took a bit and kind of went crazy up there. That's the part that I think is really fun to do. So that's what we're going to do a little bit of right now, and I'm going to show you how easy this tool will cut an egg and not break it. Okay? We'll have Shirley go down to our egg here. Alrighty. I'm going to clean my tool off again. Because that's not the bit that we want to use. Now, when I take this bit out, I don't want to catch this one in my hand because it's so pointed that it might go right into me. How do I know that? I've stuck it in the palm of my hand before. So I'm going to shoot it at this paper towel and then pick it up. Okay, now we're going to go back to the 699 bit. And this time I'll use the needle nose pliers to put it in. Okay, I'm going to grab it right there below the cutting flutes, above the shoulder, pull it straight down. Very simple. That's it. Okay, now we're ready to do a few things on this egg, and I'm going to try and get myself in a position here where you can see what I'm doing. So, I decide where I want to start, turn the tool on, and here I go. Push it in there, go right around there, make any shape I want, pops it right out. See how simple that is? It's very simple, fun to do. I had a person bring a Dremel over one time and they wanted to do a goose egg with a Dremel. Now you can do some of the larger eggs with the Dremel, but a goose egg is a little bit more fragile and you really need the high speed. I put the same bit in, we turned the Dremel on as fast as it would go, and it still, we could not even force the bit through the shell. You need the high speed. That's what makes all this so simple. Look at that cut. That's just so simple. Doesn't matter. Can go the other direction. Do whatever you want to do. See how simple that is? A lot of fun. You can create some really beautiful designs. I ran across a website one day fooling around on the computer where a guy had a bunch of eggs, and they're probably the most beautiful goose eggs I've ever seen. And he was getting $400 and $500 for those eggs. So again, a good way to make some extra money. These are beautiful as the centerpiece on a table at weddings. Goose eggs, or if they have the money, even ostrich eggs are more beautiful. But there's lots of fun things you can do with these eggs. And we have a DVD out on how to do this exact egg with the daisies and freehand up at the top of it. Okay? Well, hopefully I have piqued your interest in this really fun equipment. I'm telling you, it is worth a try. It's a lot of fun to do. If you don't own the equipment yet, give us a call and get started. It's really a lot of fun.